Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Elena and today I thought I would do a reading to kind of close out the year of 2024. Like, I can't believe it's already the end of it. And now maybe the reading will kind of open up to what's going to happen in 2025. Like, I always find like the energies of the new year don't truly fully settle in until mid-February and March, whereas I feel like January and February are a lot of releasing things and closing out cycles, because even though we are ready to close certain things, maybe something within our energy field or within our bodies just kind of need to shed that out. So with that being said, I'm kind of curious to see what Spirit has to say for today's reading. So as always, I'm going to ask my guides, Archangel Michael, to please watch over this reading to make sure all the messages that come through bring blessings to everyone involved. Thank you and amen. And so it is. And let's begin. Yes. So I'm going to be using my deck here. So let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a really good card. That's like one of the best cards. The first card that has come up, it says prosperity. So I feel like there's a lot of money opportunities coming up. Business ventures, business partnerships. And sometimes business partnerships also mean romantic, because sometimes there's businesses that involve a romantic partner. Not for all of them, but like there are some that have that. Oh my gosh. Oh my, all is possible. Interesting. That's a great start. All is possible. It's an optimism card. Lots of good energy moving forward. Prosperity, abundance, luck, paying off debt, authenticity, being yourself. That's been a huge theme, I think, for the last half of the year at least. Because we always think like, okay, yeah, we're gonna start being more ourselves. We're gonna, speak our truth. We're gonna do our thing. And then we'll find that sometimes cycles will repeat itself, or it'll rear its ugly head. And then we get tested on whether or not we truly are going to step into that space of ours where it's like, yeah, I'm going to change my reaction to something. This is another authenticity card, so you have two. And it says it's not personal. So it's interesting. That's interesting. Looking at these two cards, what I'm picking up on is just an overall sense of you're taking a chance on you. And even though other people may not understand you fully, and may not agree with what you're doing, maybe they don't understand how it's possible, or they doubt you, or they project, or they try to make you feel less confident in yourself, which is a projection. Because a lot of times when you are standing in your truth and you're being yourself, a lot of people don't know how to handle that, and they don't know what to do. And a lot of times fear comes up when it comes to that, because when they feel that trigger of like, if somebody is in their truth and speaking their truth, a lot of times people who don't want to deal with the truth of their issues or like their shadows, they don't know what to do. So instead of doing the inner work, they project and try to control the situation. They try to control you by dimming your light. And they do that because they're too afraid, because maybe something about you is kind of ushering change for them, or reminding them that they need to change certain things about themselves, or a lifestyle, or maybe their partner is not the right one, or something, right? And it's almost as if when that happens, it's like they know on a deep level all the changes that they need to do in order to in order to kind of move forward into their alignment, and they're scared. They're scared of the changes. They're scared of losing certain things. Maybe it's money, maybe it's a business partnership, maybe it's walking away from a job, maybe it's selling their house or something, right? So I do feel like there'll be a point in your journey where I feel like maybe next year, the energy's leading up to the next year, it's like you're really taking that chance on yourself, and you're realizing that as you're doing this, certain people will not be part of your journey moving forward. And it doesn't mean that, you know, you're closing the door completely. It just means that that they have to kind of meet you at a certain level to be part of your life. It's kind of interesting too, because I'm like wearing a blazer today, which is kind of like a businessy type of image or whatever. And so it's almost like maybe you are starting your own business. Maybe you are gonna take that chance. Like, yeah, there's something about that. Taking your side hustle into making it into a full-time thing. Something like that. Oh my gosh. All right. All your hard work will soon pay off. This is my abundance card. So when I look at this image, for me, don't mind this. I was using pink food coloring. That I can't get it off my fingers. Anyways, so this image is basically the image of planting your seeds, but it's also like the harvest. Okay, so you've planted these seeds a long time ago. So there's something about divine orchestration that is kind of helping you get that harvest going on here, because I feel like you've been working at this goal for a long time, or like I feel like you've had certain talents and skills, and throughout your whole life people have been in awe of it, and you're just kind of like, yeah, I just do it for fun, or like, yeah, and you don't think too much about it. I want you to start understanding that not everyone has the gifts that you do. Not everyone has the talent that you have. Not everyone is able to do what you do. And I need you to kind of be aware of that. And I need you to just be proud of yourself, you know, because there's reasons why people get drawn to the thing that you make so well or so effortlessly comes through you. It's because that's part of you channeling source and on channeling your higher self and channeling your feel good, you know, energy into that product, thing, or creation. And that is why people are drawn to you. It's not the thing in and of itself. I'm sure it's lovely and wonderful. It's really the energy. I don't know, like I've made a video before saying how, like, for instance, my friend made a cake for me, and it was so beautiful, and I could feel she poured her whole heart into it, and I literally, it made me cry. I was just so like touched by this cake. And I've had plenty of cake in my life, like, you know, like, but that one, it really hit home for me because I could tell, I could feel it. I could feel how much love she poured into that, and it was making me emotional when I was holding it. So I just hope you know that is like just a small example of the things that you touch and how it almost carries the essence of who you are. And it's going to draw to you the right people. It's going to draw to you the right people, the right community, the people who resonate and appreciate your craft. They appreciate you and your craft and what you do. They believe in you. So I feel like that's a big part of the energies coming up. Oh my gosh. For yourself. So this is a huge kind of like validation of what I was kind of saying before, which was I do feel like January, you know, the last bit of 2024 was a lot of shedding of layers, shedding of things that no longer serve you, people, places, things that are not in resonance with who you are. And I do feel like this energy is still going to continue on in January, in February, even if you're not really consciously like doing that work of shedding things. It's almost like you've already done it, and now Spirit is kind of clearing it out on other levels of your energy field. And I do feel like in February or so, March and moving forward, I do feel by cleaning that slate and clearing things out, you are going to allow yourself to really prosper. I feel like opportunities are coming. It's whether or not you got to put yourself out there. I feel like you can't just sit as well and just be like, come to me, like it's the same thing of, some people may be interested in wanting a relationship, but they don't do anything to put themselves out there. So it's like you have to do your part in terms of going out there. If you're looking for someone, for example, you have to go on dates. You have to go out more. You can't stay in your house all the time. And I know there's some people out there who be like, can't I? No, you can't. You got to go out there. Or like, same thing with these opportunities. Like if you want to sell paintings, for instance, you can't just have all your paintings at home and not tell anybody about them. You need to kind of network. You need to kind of post it. You need to kind of let people know what you're doing. And I feel like that's kind of going hand in hand for the energies of next year. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, potential. This is really about believing in yourself. I feel like there's a lot of people who are very talented hugely talented, but they're not confident in their talents. They don't feel like they'll be able to succeed with what it is that they want to do, or that they will be supported by what they want to do. So I feel like a huge theme is about trust. And trust means trusting like the unknown, trusting that, even if things may not be as smooth, it doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It just means that maybe there's something that needs to kind of be cleared out. And it's almost like, as I read it, it says you can do anything you put your mind to, time to buckle down and get things done, believe in yourself. And it doesn't matter if like a whole slew of people believe in you. And I mean, that's great that they do. However, at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, you're gonna sabotage yourself in terms of like your doubts will create this consistent vibration that you will create almost obstacles in your way because you don't fully, truly believe what you have. So I think a huge part, like when I think about this as well, the energies that I'm tapping into, it's like the things that have led you to this moment right now, all the challenges that you have faced, is to really gain confidence in yourself, is to know yourself, authenticity. It's to speak your truth. It is to not just say things, but like your vibration matches who you are. It's not like you're lying about it or like just like faking it till you make it. It's like literally you're owning who you are. You know who you are, and it's carved you in a way. Like it's like shedded all the stuff that's not you, and it's like now this is who you are. And so if you have a bunch of people like not believing in you or making fun of you or like wanting to create doubt in yourself, it's because you know yourself. You know yourself through the challenges that you've faced. You know to trust your intuition. You know yourself enough so that no matter where you go, no matter how many people are around you, it's like you are free from the opinion of them, and that includes people who cheer you on and people who don't cheer you on. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you know yourself. And so if you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter if other people don't believe in you and throw shade at you or whatever. It's like, you can do it. And I'm telling you, I don't know if you've ever had that experience where you see someone who is hugely talented, amazingly talented, and they just can never get there. And it's like, no matter how much you try to tell them and convince them, it's just like, it's like, it's draining for you because it's not internal for that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it has to come from inside that person. And so I want you to know, for those who resonate with this reading, it's all the challenges and all the things that you faced before are so that you know yourself so dang much. And chances are you've been the scapegoat of so many situations in your life, okay? So, or you've been around people that just never believed in you, or made fun of you. And they probably still do, you know? But the difference is that you don't care. You don't care. Look at that. Time for an adventure. Now, this is my favorite card. This is the card Archangel Michael keeps telling me about. He's always like, ready for an adventure? Ready for an adventure? It's like, yes, I am. Because when you see this, it's almost like, again, if you know yourself and you trust that everything is working in your favor, it doesn't really matter what comes your way. You know, you'll end up enjoying the moment because you know yourself. Nothing will surprise you in terms of like, you will never feel insecure in that way. Like, it's almost like you will always be okay. So, and this adventure also means like another thing, which is like when you stand in your alignment with yourself, you're going to attract the right people to appreciate you and to love you and to just support you. And sometimes you meet like the perfect person in that moment, you know, like it's almost like it can be like just the helpful person that could help you in that moment to help you with the next thing. You know what I mean? Like, and it's fun. It's a fun thing. It's not like, it's an interaction that is playful and joyful, and it's fulfilling because your journey on earth isn't from getting from A to B in the shortest time frame. It's really about the stories and like the adventures in between, and it's really fulfilling for life. You're gonna feel more fulfilled. I feel like you'll see more richness in your life, more gratitude, more moments where you just appreciate just being present with the people that you love, right? Like, I just feel like there's a deepness that is happening in 2025. And, you know, looking at these cards, I feel like it's really amazing. Money, luck, you know, meeting the right people, loving yourself. Like, I just feel like this amazing burst of energy when it comes to this reading here. And that is really exciting. So with that being said, let's see what other cards Spirit wants to share, or what other messages. Not whatever. Sorry, Spirit, I'm tired. It's been a long day. Interesting. Be gentle with yourself. Rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite is a heart chakra stone. So let's see what it says. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. Yeah. I feel like it's not just like the past year that you've been shedding all these things. It's been a long journey. I think you've been through a lot of trauma, a lot of generational crap. You know, I watched this video where it's like someone was saying, oh, if you didn't break any bones, that means like you have been assigned a lot of stuff. And it's just like, I read a comment that made me laugh. It said like, I may not have broken any bones, but like Spirit broke my mental health and like and my patience and all of that. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. It's very true. And again, I don't know if it's true or not in terms of like, if you don't break a bone, you're assigned more. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyways, I do feel like this time, December, January, February, a lot of it is you just nurturing yourself. You probably have already started doing that. I feel like it could have even been November. But yeah, I think self-care is in the works for you, you know. No more needing to push things or rush into the next thing just like yet. I feel like it's time to pause during those months. I should do a full year reading as far as I'm concerned. Oh, rose quartz. Get out of here. Rose quartz. Love life. Newer, renewed romantic love is here for you. So yeah, I feel like for those who are looking for a partner, romance is coming in. I do feel excuse me, it's confirmation burp. Renewed romantic love in terms of like romanticizing your life, like enjoying your life more, you know, like adding richness to it, like we were just like talking about it. So this confirms that. And again, rose quartz, heart chakra stone. So I don't know if some folks here need to clear their heart chakras a little bit, or just wearing those crystals might be beneficial for you. But yeah, I feel like this next chapter in your life it's not about survival. I feel like it's no longer about survival and just kind of going through the loop, that hamster wheel of just like getting things done. I think you're pausing, and I think you're realizing that there's more to life and that you're ready to receive those things. And you're not going to push them away, because we were talking about like self-love and being confident in yourself. Had you been insecure, you would have probably pushed away all these blessings that are to come in your life. So because you've done that work, now when those things come into your life, you're not going to push them away. You're going to look at them and be like, thank you for them. Thank you, Spirit. I've been waiting for this. Thank you. You know, like it's getting you ready to receive these things. And because, you know, once you know you're worthy, Spirit's going to keep giving you more stuff. You know what I mean? So that's exciting. So let's see what else Spirit wishes to say. Is there anything in this deck? No. Okay. Nice. Let's do this one. One of my favorite decks. I'm gonna close the reading with this, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So far, I just see amazing things. There's just amazing things happening here. And I don't know, like, you probably can feel it as well. I feel like, you know, there's a difference in the air this time around versus the other times. So the card is number 39, Goddess Sekhmet and Fire Agate, Passion of the Lionheart. So for me, I just feel like, yeah, that side hustle, that thing, that talent that you kind of put on the side and you didn't really think much about it, but everyone keeps acknowledging it. Everyone keeps saying this is amazing, or this is something you should be doing. I think this is a year. This is the year to kind of move forward with that, or just kind of nurture it. It doesn't mean like remove your full job on the side, right? On your, you know, while you do this, it just means that take your time, but like move towards that thing, right? Archangel Michael said this to me before, which was like, if you're gonna get burnt out, because you're gonna get burnt out at your 9 to 5 doing something that you don't like, you might as well get burnt out doing something that you do like, right? If you're gonna work so hard for a company, like, and you know that you're gonna work your butt off, like, why don't you just invest that energy in you? You know what I mean? So here we go. Discernment, 22. Ascended Master Hilarion and Green Christophase. This is also about trusting your intuition. Again, you know, with adventures, it's not always going to be like a crazy smooth ride as much as we want it to be. So it really is about using your discernment and your trust in yourself and in spirit and in your intuition to kind of guide you as you kind of navigate this, because it is unknown territory, but there's nothing to be afraid of when you trust yourself and you trust your guides and you know where to go, right? You know what decisions to make. So it's about almost like surrendering and releasing control, because, you know, I've said this before in other videos, when we control all our outcomes, when we control everything, we kind of don't leave space for miracles and gifts and surprises. So I think we have to kind of surrender and like allow spirit to kind of do its thing, so we don't kind of miss out on things that would really make us really happy, you know. So there's 3 cards here. I'm just gonna see. It's only one that spirit wants out. We were just talking about this. Heart healing. It says Angel, Bethiel, and Rose Quartz. Get yourself some rose quartz. Heart healing. Now, I feel also when I look at this card, I feel like for those who have kind of gone through heartbreak, it's almost like you're getting ready to love again. You're trusting. So you've healed. So what does that mean? Maybe the right partner will come to you. And this can also be also not pushing them away when they come. Because if they're like an amazing person, you're not going to be like, oh my God, I'm unworthy. No, you're going to be like, I'm worthy and I trust that this relationship is going to work out, and that it's everything that I need. Yeah, this is such a huge thing. And I feel like it's enjoying life more. It's loving more. When you're more present with your life and with people, it's like you appreciate things a lot more. It's more gratitude. And again, 2025 seems to me a big year about gratitude and just receiving the blessings that are here for you. And because you're worthy. And it's realizing that you're worthy, right? You're worthy of being loved and appreciated and supported and cared for and protected. And like, these are things that I feel Spirit energetically was trying to get you to be at, right? This healing that wound of feeling unworthy, because this is the key to this adventure and this life that you seek, that is full of richness and full of possibilities, right? And full of abundance, full of happiness. And it's really about remembering yourself and loving yourself. And this is like, and I think it's a beautiful thing. I feel like this is exactly what you are meant to be doing. So I do feel 2025 is full of magic. I almost want to title this video Magic in the Making, or Magic is Here, I don't know. But yeah, I do feel like it's going to be incredibly fulfilling for a lot of people, especially for those who have been working so hard at their goals and their things that they've always wanted to achieve, and maybe it was never the right time, it never worked out. And I have a strong feeling it's because if you don't value yourself, even when the success comes to you, you'll feel like an imposter when you receive all those blessings, and likely you would probably push them all away, or you will reject them, or you will not be able to hold them. They will fall through your hands. Whereas I feel like when you know your value and your worth, when you see something like that, that is a blessing for you, and you know it is meant for you, and that you're worthy of it, you appreciate it more, you have more gratitude for it, and then you're able to hold it and cherish it rather than push it away. So anyways, I hope this reading helps, and thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I can't believe it's been a year already. Hopefully I'll be able to continue making more videos. I've been making some food vlogs, some shopping stuff, a bunch of random stuff, but I appreciate everyone who's been with me. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's and many blessings to you all. Okay, thank you. Bye.